What is the real source of suffering? I'm not talking about pain. That's physical. I'm talking about suffering, mental. It doesn't come from not getting what you want. It's just life being life. Suffering comes from clinging, from deciding that your peace is dependent on a desire being fulfilled. The moment we believe that we're not okay until something happens, we give our well-being over to the future. You see, desire is natural. Attachment to it, man, that's optional. Fulfillment brings pleasure, but release brings freedom. When you loosen your grip on the outcome, you discover something quietly radical. Peace was never waiting for the desire to be satisfied. It was waiting on you to stop demanding that life be different than it is, that people be different than they are. People are going to be who they are. You see, desire's never been the problem. Attachment is. Desire is a natural movement of life expressing itself through you. Suffering begins the moment desire turns into a condition for peace. When you say, I can't be okay until this happens, you've successfully postponed your well-being into the future. Freedom comes when desire is held lightly and peace is no longer negotiable. You see, I'm coming to understand that suffering is an argument with reality. Every form of suffering contains the same sentence underneath it. This shouldn't be happening. Reality doesn't resist you. You resist reality. The mind argues, tightens, and demands life change before you relax. The moment you stop arguing with what is, suffering collapses on the spot. When you do that, understand, fulfillment follows peace, not the other way around. We're conditioned to believe peace comes from success, love, healing, answers. In truth, peace is the ground that allows clarity, right action, and authentic fulfillment to rise. When peace is present, desire becomes creative rather than desperate. Waiting is about the future. Presence is about power. Desire lives in the later. Power lives in the now. The more attention you place on the future, the more life drains out of you in the present moment. When you reclaim your presence, you reclaim your authority. Your nervous system settles, and life begins responding differently to you. I remember so many times walking on the beach in Maui. I went to Maui every year, twice a year to be with my mom and dad who lived there. And every morning at 6:30, I'd be on the beach for 2 hours. And I learned by walking on the beach, listening to the ocean. I had my mala beads in hand, doing affirmations. I became present. I stopped worrying about what my career was going to be. I stopped worrying about what my children are going to grow up like. I stopped worrying, was I doing enough to please my wife? I stopped worrying about everything. And I got present, feeling that sand on my feet, feeling the texture of the rudraksha seeds in my mala beads as I move from one to the other, feeling the crisp, sunny air against my skin, the smell of the salt water. Walking the beach caused me to be present. And here's the funny thing. When I became present, all my problems disappeared. All of that unnecessary suffering that I created in my mind, wanting things to turn out differently than what they were, disappeared. I had to learn a lesson. Life will be life. What's that song? Life is life? It's true. Now, another song is, now that you found love, what are you going to do about it? Now that you found life, what are you going to do about it? Now that you understand that being present is where you find peace, what are you going to do about it today? And that, my friends, is a question only you can answer. Choose wisely. Much love and aloha.